I've been reviewing a lot of newer books lately, so I feel like it's time for me to pay homage to one of my favorites. One that definitely qualifies as an oldie, but a goodie. I'm talking about The Hero and the Crown by Robin McKinley. This book was published 5 years before I was born. I can't help but be baffled when I think that this book is older than I am. More astonishing is that one of my favorite books of McKinley's, her first book, Beauty, was published in 1978. That's 11 years before I was born. It is shocking to find out how old some of these novels are. And even more impressive, Robin is still writing novels. She never seems to run out of stories. And she has a sequel to her latest book coming out in 2012. And I must admit, one of my favorite things about her novels, especially The Hero and the Crown, is her writing style. It is obvious how the time has influenced her writing in ways that it wouldn't have today. I'm not implying that this fantasy is filled with the neon colors and side ponytails of the 80s. Merely that her style is obviously older and almost more mature than most of the writers that we see on shelves today. Almost as if these books were written by a well-seasoned author, and not only just written at the beginning of her career. It takes me about a chapter to ease myself into her style, but once I'm used to the writing, I dive right in head first. This book is actually a prequel to another book called The Blue Sword. The Hero and the Crown is my favorite of the two, though both are incredible. I'm so lucky to be part of a family that loves to read, because therefore I get a slew of recommendations for books that I would have never even picked up otherwise. This book is one of those recommendations. My cousins all raved about Robin McKinley's books about the Kingdom of Damar so relentlessly that I knew that I had to try it. I read The Hero and the Crown for the first time when I was in high school, and instantly fell in love with it. And when looking for a good book to read, I instantly knew that I wanted to reread this one. Erin is a princess, the daughter of a king, and therefore should garner the respect that her station deserves. But her mother was a witch woman from the north, where demon mischief runs amok. Everyone in her kingdom treats Erin with wary nervousness. When Erin discovers a way to rid the lands of menacing dragons, she is whisked into a string of adventures that will prove that she really should be respected. This novel is fantasy embodied, with magic and royalty and dragons and war and battles between evil and good, and romance. Even though aspects of the romance break my heart. Love triangle. Enough said. There is one small part of this novel that bothers me. A tiny blip of time travel. Time travel just bothers me all around. I've been confused by so many concepts in so many books and movies because they threw in time travel, but it's such a small segment that I just try to look past it. And other than this small spot, I have no complaints about this novel. It is breathtaking. So while it may not be new, it is just as wonderful and magical as so many of the newly released novels that are on shelves these days. If you are a fantasy fan, this is definitely one that you will love. If you are interested in buying The Hero and the Crown, or its sequel, The Blue Sword, there are links below this video. Be sure to check out my blog as well for book updates and more.